I usually hate going to the bathroom in public. Usually because I feel judged, especially, but I'm going number two. Well, here's my story, I guess, of this one incident, I guess, when I became a real man. It was on a normal day. Me and my girlfriend decided to go out to eat. We were discussing where to eat, and we ended up picking on Buffalo Wild Wings, of course. When we got there, everything was normal. We sat down and looked at the menu. But for me, it didn't really matter because I get the same shit every time. Eating traditional, all drums with mango habanero. Now, with buffalo spice, mango habanero stands as the fourth or the third hottest sauce. In my opinion, it's probably the best because at some point, there's just too hot and it loses their taste and it just doesn't become enjoyable when eating them. Being the third or fourth hottest one, it's gonna fuck you up depending how good you are with taking in spice, and I'm not like crazy good at taking in spice, so you know, getting this kind of hot stuff is gonna come with a price for me. After we finished eating, we decided to go to Walmart to buy something. As we were entering, it happened. I felt it. Like I was being punched in the stomach and wasn't able to move. I had to go to the bathroom. Of course, my fear of going to the bathroom in public and being judged was so strong, I decided I can tough this out. I can wait till I go home. After some time, it got worse and worse and worse. This whole time, I didn't want to rush my girlfriend, so like I'm keeping this hidden and I'm like standing weird and like I'm just being really awkward. And so it didn't last long. And I told her, and she was like, alright, let's go home. But I told her, I was like, there's no way I'm going home because the drive there is not super long, but it's also not like across the street, you know? So I told her, I gotta use the bathroom here. There I am, going inside the bathroom. I'm so scared. Luckily, there was only like one person and he was finishing up, gonna do my thing or whatever. And then I heard footsteps coming in. And I'm like bearing this like shit, like this demon inside me ready to release it, and I don't know, I just got really sad and I was like, I'm a disgrace to my ancestors. They would go shit anywhere they want, I'm pretty sure, in front of anyone. Can't call myself a man if I can't take a shit right now. And I was like, Laura's probably waiting for me. I have to hurry. I've been in here for like a cool 20 minutes and I was just pep talking myself up, you know, repeating it. I'm like, I'm a failure until I had enough. It was embarrassing, but at the same time kind of eye-opening, or was that word called? Kind of good. I felt so strong. I felt so confident. I said, yeah, I did that shit. And it was loud. It wasn't nice. And by the time I got out there was like 5 people in that restroom and they all heard. And you know what? I didn't care. I felt so light. I felt so beautiful that I just didn't care. No one was looking at me, but they obviously heard. I walked out there and Laura was waiting for me right there, and she said, like, if I was a toddler or something, if I was a child, it's like, did you go poopies? And I said yes, I did go. And it wasn't until later she told me that I guess people were making faces in between this whole event when they were leaving the restroom, I guess. So after all that, I think I can successfully say that I overcame my fear.
An audience that sticks with them and that audience looks big isn't because they worried about that shit. The reason they have those audiences is because they have done enough things enough times to impress enough people